If you're stuck between 5 and 20K a month and you can't seem to break past the next level, it's not because you're not working hard enough. It's because you're missing the one thing that separates six-figure marketers to those making multiple six figures, which is a magnetic personal brand that fills your calendar with qualified high-ticket prospects. I've helped multiple coaches, service providers, and digital marketers build brands that attract premium buyers who are ready to invest and book calls consistently. For example, my client Amber, who was once stuck in the income roller coaster, generated over $15,000 in just 2 weeks by securing high quality clients.
Hey, my name is Amber Sharnice, and I am one of Kennedy's students. I'm a content creator, a business owner, and digital marketer, and Kennedy has helped my business tremendously. Once I started working with Kennedy, she definitely gave me the confidence that I needed to be able to create my own high ticket item, and not just create the structure of the program, but actually take it to another level and not to undervalue myself. So I really have been enjoying this time working with her, and I really appreciate her.
Similarly, Cirilla, in just one session, transformed her offer from charging $500 to $3,000 and landing a high ticket buyer. And what I've learned is that most people are posting content hoping that something sticks, but they're missing the strategic foundation that turns followers into buyers. So in this video, I'm going to give you the exact blueprint that takes you from 20K months to 50K months and beyond by filling your calendar with high quality prospects that are ready to close. This isn't about posting more content. This is about you positioning yourself as the go-to authority so that clients come to you instead of you chasing them. So let's get into the video. So the first thing that you need to understand is this. Your personal brand needs to establish you as the expert that high ticket prospects turn to for solutions. When someone comes across your profile or your content, they should immediately think that, oh, this person gets it, or I need to work with this person. The way that you do this is make your authority undeniable by the transformation you've given for yourself and for others. And here's how you do that. You share your transformation and results to build credibility with high ticket prospects that have the budget to invest. High ticket clients don't just want to hear theory, they want to see proof. They want to see that you've been where they are and has successfully made it to where they want to go. Now, when you share your journey authentically, you're not bragging, you're just building trust with people who want to have similar results. Now, beyond your story, you need to document your journey and your client wins to attract prospects who see the value in working with you. This could be behind the scenes content, showing how you help your clients, testimonials, case studies, or even simple updates that lets people know clients' progress. The more that you showcase real results, the more that prospects will be able to envision themselves having that exact same outcome. And this is where it all comes together, because you need to position your unique mechanism as the bridge that gets premium prospects to book calls and invest. You just can't be another coach or another marketer. You have a unique approach, a unique angle, a unique solution. Give it a name, talk about it consistently, and make it clear that this is the solution that they've been searching for. But here's the thing, positioning yourself as the authority is just half the battle. The next step is having content that actually converts complete strangers into qualified book calls. So let's talk about that next. So you're going to need to stop posting random content and start having strategic messaging that gets qualified book calls on your calendar. Every single piece of content that you post should be answering the silent question, is this moving someone forward to making a decision to book a call and purchase with me? If the answer is no, then it is just noise. Your content should be designed to attract, build trust, and educate, and convert the right people to call bookings. One of the most powerful ways to do this is to use the story sequence blueprint to share client wins and to demonstrate to others why they should book on your calendar. Story sequences are one of the most powerful and most slept on conversion tools there is. When someone sees a client story that mirrors the exact situation that they're in, they start to think, if this person had this transformation, so could I. And you always want to tie it back, how they can have that exact same experience by booking that call with you. But you also need to address specific pain points that your ideal dream client is facing. This is not the time to be vague. You want to understand deeply like what it is that they're going through, what keeps them up at night, what are their desires. You're going to want to talk about those sleepless nights, the plateaus, the income roller coasters, whatever it is that they're experiencing. You want to position yourself as the person who understands their problems deeply. And when you do this consistently, booking a call with you is the next natural step, because because you've already built trust with them. You've already identified this exact problems that they're experiencing, and now they see you as a solution because you are the best person to communicate that. Now, all of this content that you've been creating needs to lead somewhere, right? Well, that's where your profile comes in. You need to think of this like your digital storefront. Your Instagram profile should be your 24/7 call booking machine that pre-qualifies premium prospects. Think of your profile like a landing page, and as soon as someone lands on it, they should know exactly who you are, what you do, how you help, and most importantly, how can they make and take the next step with every element from your bio, from your pinned posts, from your story highlights should be pointing somebody in the direction of how do I take that next step? How do I book a call? So craft messaging that speaks to your ideal client's desires and pain points. Like your Instagram bio should not be all about you. It should be pointing to what are they struggling with? What do they desire? What can you do to help them? You want to use language that deeply resonates with them emotionally. They need to see that call as the bridge to accomplishing their goals. And then you want to use strategic CTAs that guide somebody to booking a call with you. The worst mistake is that you assume that they know what to do and how to take that next step. Tell them, DM me the word ready, click the link in my bio. Whatever it is, you need to make it seamless and frictionless. And to keep people engaged, you need to create content pillars that make booking a call the next natural step. Your content needs to fall in a couple specific categories. So like transformation stories, educational content, authority building content, and client results and wins. And all of it should be working together to warm up your audience so that again, the call becomes natural and investing becomes the next decision. But you know what? All that positioning and all that content strategy won't mean nothing unless people are able to trust you as a person. And that's what we need to talk about next. So you want to build trust through authentic connection. You're going to want to share the behind the scenes content that builds trust with your audience in order to even book a call with you. People don't just buy your expertise or your value. People buy into you. Show them what your day looks like, how you work with clients, the wins, and even the challenges. When people feel like they know you, booking a call becomes less intimidating and more like a conversation with somebody that they trust. This means that you need to be vulnerable about your transformation, about your struggles, so that you can attract people who see themselves in your journey. Vulnerability is magnetic, and when you share the messy middle, the struggles that you've been through, the challenges that you overcome, the doubts that you've had, the mindset shifts that you've had to overcome, people start to see themselves in your journey and they start to think like, if she's done it, so can I. And it's not just about what you post, but you need to engage with your audience authentically. Don't just post and ghost. Actually show up, reply to comments, show up in the stories, reply to DMs, reply to the messages people are sending you, because this is what creates deep trust with your buyers. And the thing is, with high ticket sales, it's all about building deep connections and relationships with these people. So the bottom line is that you need to show up consistently, because when you show up consistently, they get familiar with your face. And if you want to be the number one solution in your industry, then you have to put in the reps, keep showing up so that you are top of mind for being that solution. So when finally someone makes the decision to invest, you are the natural and obvious solution because you've been there the whole time. By the way, if you're realizing that you need help building a magnetic personal brand that attracts high ticket buyers consistently, I created the Kingdom Brand Scaling System specifically designed for coaches and digital marketers who want to stop chasing clients and start attracting. Click the first link in the description to book your free strategy session where I'll personally map out how you can become the number one solution in your industry and create messaging that converts followers into paying clients. All right, now let's continue. So now that you understand the foundation of building trust and authority, let's talk about dialing messaging even further. You need to create a clear value proposition that explains exactly how you help people and why they should book a call. You need to be able to articulate in 1 to 2 sentences what you do and how you help. This isn't the place or the time to be clever or mysterious. Just tell people exactly what you do. I help people build brands. I help people sell high ticket. The more specific you get to solving that problem, the better, because clarity is going to win every single time. From there, develop key messages that addresses your audience's biggest pain points and positions a call with you the next solution. So what keeps your ideal client up at night? What are these fears? What happens if they don't solve the problem? You're going to want to speak directly to those fears in your content that positions you as a solution to booking a call with you. When you address fear and offer hope, people start to take action. And here's a pro tip. You want to mirror your audience's languages. So the exact words, the exact phrases, the exact sentences that your audience is using, mirror that back to them. But don't just set your messaging and then forget all about it. Test different formats, test different approaches, and then double down on what is driving the most qualified book calls. Not every message will land the same. So try different hooks, try different angles, try different CTAs. Key in this is to try different formats and different messaging language to see what resonates with your audience, and then double down on that. All right, so now that you got your positioning, your content, and your profile dialed in, there's another way that you can accelerate your results that most people overlook. This is connecting with other influencers and business owners that can refer you qualified book calls on your calendar. You don't have to build an audience from complete zero. Find people in other niches that serve your audience but aren't in direct competition, and build genuine relationships with them. And when they trust you, they'll send premium prospects your way. Better yet, collaborate on content that exposes you to new audiences who have budgets and need your offer. Join Instagram lives, podcast collaborations, and joint posts. These automatically put you in front of established audiences who are already warm and qualified. It's one of the fastest ways to grow your authority and fill your calendar. And as you do this, build relationships that lead to referrals. Some of the best clients come from referrals. So you should position yourself in communities where people already gather. Whether it's Facebook groups, masterminds, or networking events, go where people are. Don't just go lurking, actually add value and build relationships. And when people have a problem, they naturally think it's you as the number one solution in your industry. Now, here's where a lot of people drop the ball, because they get all these leads coming in, but they don't actually have a system to be able to convert them. So let's fix that. First, create a simple funnel that moves somebody from awareness to booking calls on your calendar. Your funnel does not need to be complicated. It could be as simple as content to profile visit to DM or link to call book. The key is to move as much friction for qualified buyers to get booked on your calendar. And here's a secret. Use content to pre-sell prospects so they show up qualified and excited to the call. And by the time someone gets on a call with you, they should already be 80% sold. Your content should have done the heavy lifting of handling objections, building belief, building trust, showcasing results, and positioning yourself as the number one solution, so the call just becomes confirming the fit and closing the deal. And that's why you need to develop a consultation process, because you want to attract high quality, serious buyers, and so that you can quickly eliminate those who are not serious. So you do this by making sure that you ask pre-qualifying questions, that you actually have a process in place so that the people that are getting onto your calendar are actually qualified and not just wasting your time. And finally, following up with prospects. So as soon as the call is booked, don't just ghost them, actually nurture them, build belief, get them ready and excited for the call. So whether that's email sequences, DM check-ins, or sales assets like a VSL, you want to be consistent, because this is where most people drop the ball. So building a personal brand that scales past 20K isn't about posting more content or trying harder. It's about positioning yourself strategically, creating messaging that resonates with premium prospects, and building systems that fill your calendar with qualified calls. So if you want to stop spinning your wheels and finally build a brand that attracts high ticket prospects who are ready to book calls and invest, click the first link in the description to book your free strategy call. Check out your current positioning, what's keeping you invisible, and map out exactly how you can build a magnetic personal brand that turns attention into a calendar full of premium prospects. Thanks so much for watching, and this is my first video, so if you enjoyed this, please show some love down below, and I'll see you in the next one.